Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, please align your chairs, pick the scattered pieces of papers under your chair. Okay, before we formally begin our discussion, let us bow our heads and feel the presence of God through a prayer to be led to us by Miss Crystal.
Let us pray. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
You may now settle down. So last today, Miss Secretary, kindly give me a copy of the attendance for today so that I can record it in my attendance record. Last meeting, we have discussed about the parts of a sentences. So can anyone share what he or she has learned regarding our topic last time? Okay, Jerwin, would you mind?
As far as I can remember, sir, there are two parts of this sentence. And this includes the following. First, the subject and then the predicate. The subject refers to what or who. The sentence is about. The predicate, on the other hand, describes and or tells something about the subject. In addition, the predicate of the sentence consists of.
You are definitely right, Jerwin. So there are basically two parts of a sentence, which is known as the subject and the predicate. The subject is a noun or a pronoun which we are pertaining to in a sentence, while predicate is somewhat a part of a clause which we are giving the description. In short, it is the description, okay? Any of that group? Yes, Crystal.
Well, it's a singular answer to your query. Subject or is someone or something which we are pertaining to a subject or a sentence, while predicate is a description for the subject.
Okay, that was impressive. Thank you, Crystal. So, any of that group? Any other hand? Okay, I think there's nothing more. So, all right. Um, For today, I'll let you watch a 2 to 3 minute video, I think. And please take down necessary information or important details which you can hear or see on the screen. Okay? Is that clear, class?
Yes, sir.
And afterwards, after the video has been presented, you will be asked to share something that you have learned from the video. Okay?
Okay, and another one. Get the books. Let's use it in a sentence. Red has a lab test tomorrow, so he needs to get the books. This sentence doesn't mean that Red needs to strike the books with something. In reality, it means that he needs to study to pass his lab test the next day. Okay, next example. Costs and harm and the let's use it in a sentence. I want to buy this new laptop. What will costs and harm and the what do you think is its meaning? This sentence doesn't mean that I have to pay my own harm and one day in order to buy a new laptop. What it really means is that the laptop is very expensive. And minimum, radio gas and books. I think it's not safe to drive the car now. It's really gas and dogs. So, if you take it literally, then just imagine if you see cats and dogs falling from the sky, that would be a big disaster. What the sentence means is that it is really heavy. That is why it is not safe to drive. Okay, next. Is okay. Let's use it in a sentence. Cooking spaghetti is a piece of cake for me. Does it mean I have to eat a piece of cake when cooking spaghetti? No. It means that cooking spaghetti is a very easy thing to do for me. How about this? Spill the beans. Let's use it in a sentence. We're over there at 6 p.m. Professor Prince talking. Now, once spill the beans, this doesn't mean that we should not spill or scatter the beans of the party to make a mess. It means that you should not tell or reveal the secret or the plan of the surprise party. Okay, as you can notice, using videos is a way of expressing your ideas in an imaginative or interesting manner. Making your students or statements not envision for learners. Is it clear? Now let's have a short activity. Identify the meaning of each underlying video. First one.
Okay, now that we are done watching the video, short video, can someone tell me what the video is all about? What are your thoughts about it? Okay, Angel?
Sir, I think the video is all about people. And from the video sentences, you can deduce that idioms are group of words or expressions with a figurative meaning is part or different from its literal or denotative meaning. Some of those idioms were provided as examples include the following. Number one, under the weather, which means feeling sick or ill. Number two, keep the books meaning to study. And number three, cost an arm and a leg, which means very expensive.
What an excellent answer, Angel. You truly listened to the video you just watched a while back. Can someone also provide another example? Yes, Crystal.
Sure, sir. As my memory no longer remember, another common idiom which was used as example is that it's raining cats and dogs, which means it is raining hard.
Okay, very good class. Let's give ourselves a big round of applause. You will not change the positive attitude you just shown me. Now the reason why I made you watch this short video, because for today, we will be tackling or we will dive deeper into the world of idioms. Have you encountered such terms before? Can anyone? Have you encountered these terms? Okay, I think you haven't encountered it before. So, before we are going to delve deeper, let us first know what are the objectives or goals which you need to ponder on. Okay? The first one is to understand and explain class. After going through this lesson, you will understand and explain the meaning of idioms. The next one is express the meaning of idioms through providing sentences or examples. And lastly, you will be able to perform a skit using appropriate idiomatic expressions. Okay? Before we continue our discussion, let me just remind you that you have to stay focused on our discussion because it's quite complex for you to grasp these lessons. Okay? Is it okay, class? Okay. So, what are idioms, by the way? Yes, Jeremy.
Sir, idioms are expressions that based on the figurative meaning when certain words are combined different from the literal definition. Meaning, we should not take it as it is, and we should not define it separately. If we do so, then we cannot understand and guess its true meaning as it is.
You are right, Jeremy. So, idioms are phrases which people use everyday language, which do not make sense literally. But we understand them when or we can understand what they mean if we are going to study it thoroughly. Okay? You know, class, most idioms come from ancient literature or even classic films. Many idioms originated from a quotation from a well-known writer. Just like, do you know some famous writer? Okay, I'll give you an example of a famous writer which is known for his ability to use idioms in expressing or writing very magnanimous literary pieces. One of them is William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare is an author of the famous tragedy, Romeo and Juliet. Very good. So even before idioms exist, so you see, idioms do exist during the ancient times. Okay? Can anyone also add his or her additional knowledge about idioms? Okay, Ayan.
Sir, idioms are always expressed figuratively. Some of these expressions are dramatic idioms, conversational idioms, situational idioms, expressive idioms, interactional idioms, and descriptive idioms.
Okay, very good, Ayan. Indeed, idiom is one way of expressing our thoughts beautifully. Hence, one way of expressing our thoughts beautifully, there is no assurance that the one you are talking to can understand it because he might take it literally. Okay? So don't presume or do not assume that the usage of idioms can be effective way of communicating with your friends, colleagues, or peers. Okay? So now that we already know what the definition of idiom is, can someone give me an example of idiom? Yes, Kisha.
Sir, one of the famous idioms which I know is not like, which means someone is very little to red and
Okay, thank you so much, Kisha. That's right. Okay. Another. Yes?
Okay, sir, another example of idiom. The full of beans species of idiom means a lot of energy.
Okay. Full of beans, which means someone has a lot or he has full energy. He is very energetic to cut it short, okay? So to sum it up, guys, my God, you're so good. You're so good at it that you mastered already our topic for today, idioms. So to sum it up, just a minute. To sum it up, idioms are weird. Okay, idioms are weird when they are interpreted in a literal manner. Remember that an idiom is a phrase that, when taken as a whole, has a meaning. Lastly, it has a cultural meaning behind them. Now that we are done discussing what idiom is all about, let us proceed to our activity. Okay, are you ready, class?
Yes, sir.
I can hear you. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here's our activity for today. To sum up what we, or to evaluate whether you have fully understand what idiom means. So, in here we have a 3-column table. The first one contains examples of Filipino idioms. Since idioms have also a cultural meaning behind them. And what am I requiring to you is that you have to tell me what the literal English translation was and what would be its interpretation. Would that be okay? Okay, thank you. So for number 1, who wants to recite? Who wants to volunteer? Okay, Jeremy.
Anak Alice, child's interpretation for family.
Yeah. When we say anak pawis or a child's sweat, it means that someone belongs to a poor family. Okay, thank you, Jeremy. Next, number 2. Who wants to volunteer? Who wants to volunteer? Can you raise your hand? Okay, Crystal.
Its literal meaning is itchy, and the interpretation is
Yeah, these are gossipers. Yung mga marites, alam niyo na. If you want to say that you're such a, you have an itchy tongue, when we tell that to someone, I think they cannot thoroughly understand it because it's quite figuratively expressed. So, makati ang dila in Filipino. Okay, number 3. Who wants to recite? Dayan.
makapalang buta, pickpocket, interpretation therapy.
Yeah. Pickpocket is the literal English translation. And if we say that someone has a pickpocket, he has a lot of money, or he or she she belongs to a wealthy family or a rich family. Number 4. Yes, Haley.
Bukas ang sa holding the pocket, interpretation ng money.
Okay, thank you so much. Next number. Number 5. Kabiyak ng dibdib. Yes, Kisha.
Kabilang ng is other part of the text, and the interpretation is husband or wife.
Yeah. Kabiyak ng dibdib or kapisit puso in Ilocano. Kabiyak ng dibdib, half of the chest is synonymous with your partner, your spouse, husband, or wife. Okay? Now let's proceed to number 6. Bulaklak ng dila. Who wants to recite? Kindly raise your hand. Any other hand, please? Number 6, bulaklak ng dila. Yes, Cyril.
Bulaklak ng dila, everyone. Flower of the land. Interpretation of celebration.
Yeah. If we say bulaklak ng dila or flower of the tongue, it is what we call in Tagalog tayutay or figures of speech. Wherein in here you feel you state flowery words which is exaggerated in nature. So it's very exaggerated in here. You are giving statements that are exaggerated. It is somewhat similar or synonymous to hyperbole. Okay, number 7. Butot balat. Yes, Crystal. Number 7. Butot balat. What do we mean when we say butot balat in the literal English translation?
Skin and bones.
Skin and bones. Then what's the meaning behind it?
Skin person.
Yeah. If we say that, if we say butot balat, someone is skinny or payakot. Next number 8. Yes, Kisha. Itaga sa bato. Okay. Mark my word. Or you are telling that, you are stating that when someone is cursing, we say this, itaga mo sa bato or itaga sa bato. Mark my word, like that. Okay? Next number, maitim ang budhi. What's the literal English translation? Okay.
From science and interpretation of people.
Okay, maitim ang budhi, dark conscience, interpretation. So when we say maitim ang budhi, someone is evil or someone is demonic. Okay? And for the last number, mababaw ang luha. Mababaw ang luha. Yes, Jeremy. Okay, shallow tears. What's the interpretation behind that? Yeah. When someone told you that you have a shallow tear, you are easily being hurt and you are easy to cry. Okay? Thank you so much for your active participation, guys. For your assignment, you have to group yourselves into 4, and next meeting you will perform a short skit, particularly a 2 to 3 minute skit. Okay? Did you understand that? And the first group will be assigned or will have the scenario a youth leader in an organization in the community. Take note. Okay, take note. The first one, youth leader in the organization in the community. For the group 2, a teacher in a public school. Group 3, ordinary citizens of the democratic country. And number 4, politician with high positions. Be sure that everyone is involved, okay? Your performance will be evaluated using the criteria. Okay, here's the criteria, class. Understanding of the topic, 40%. Cooperation, 30%. And presentation, 30%. You must embody or you must have this, you must meet this criteria in order for you to get a high score, okay? Is that clear? Okay, that's all for today. Meeting adjourned. Goodbye, class. See you next meeting. Okay.
Halina't matuto at magsaya sa paaral na parang tahanan lang. Kami nasasabing lagi, araw-araw pumapasok kasi our school is good, our school is good. Happy to share, happy to learn, the school is good. Happy to share, happy to learn, our school is good. Our school is good. school.